it's Whitney Nicely with She Buys It and Whitney Buys Houses, and I'm here today to talk about why women make the best real estate investors. And I believe, and why I believe, it's because women lead with our feminine. Now, what do I mean by that? I was just talking to one of the ladies on a mastermind call about this, and this is kind of how I explained it to her, so I want to let all of y'all know about it too. So in each of us, we've got a masculine energy and a feminine energy. And especially as real estate investors, it's really pretty clear cut which is which. All right. On our masculine side, we're all about negotiating. We're about contracts. We're about the deal. We're about the nuts and bolts. We're about the science of real estate investing. But on our feminine side, we're all about making sure everybody is happy, making sure we send out thank you notes, making sure that we're taking a gift to closing, making sure that everybody's got a good deal, making sure that everybody's got a good feeling about this deal. And a lot of times our feminine energy, especially in real estate investing, is that gut reaction. When we walk into a deal, is it a good deal? We can tell in our gut, is this going to be a good reaction, or is it a good investment or not? We know in our gut if this seller is telling us the truth or not. All right, that's our feminine energy that is leading us through this deal. And women usually lead with that feminine energy. We lead with that gut feeling. We lead with all of that kind of fun and flirty stuff. In business, and especially in real estate, we're taught, and there's so much talk about what's your number, what's your return on investment, how many letters did you send, what did you do, how many offers did you make. But I'm here to tell you, men and women, that more deals get done based off the relationship that's established than the numbers or the paperwork or the contract or the whatever. All right, if you feel good with the seller, if the seller feels good with you, then this is going to be a home run. Maybe you'll make $3,000, maybe you'll make $30,000. But what you make feeds into the masculine. How you feel, what you learn, what you grow through getting the deal done, that feeds the feminine side. And women make better real estate investors because we lead with our feminine in all sorts of different parts of our life. In fact, as women, when we lead with our masculine, when we lead with got to get it done, got to make the numbers, got to hit this, got to hit that, blah, 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 and we shut down our feminine side, it all starts to break. Have you ever noticed that? When you get so focused on this, and this, and you stop having fun, and you stop having, flirty kind of reactions, and you stop enjoying the process, you're literally like suffocating the feminine side of you. And men have a feminine side too. I'll tell you, when I spend too much time with my husband, my masculine comes out more. In business, in our relationship, in everything, I start going more masculine oriented because he is so masculine. He is so alpha. He is so large and in charge. And I would rather go to the dentist for 4 days straight than talk to my husband about business. Because I know that my business flourishes. It goes crazy. We actually absolutely go like total gangbusters when I am having fun, when I am leading with my feminine energy, when I am talking to other women and encouraging them to lead with their feminine energy and to, still get the deals done, but to do it in a, fun and flirty kind of way. And I'm not talking about a sexual way either. And it doesn't have to be that you're, showing a lot of skin in your pictures or you're talking about this and that and the other. That's not feminine energy. The feminine energy is when you are actually enjoying the process. It's more about the art of getting the deals done. It's more about the art of building a big business. It's less about the numbers and the goals and the day on the calendar and the to-do list and the feminine side is what makes it actually worth it at the end of the day. Were you miserable or did you have fun? Yeah, it was a challenge, and there's nothing wrong with working hard, and having the masculine side is so important. Having the feminine side is super important. And you think about it like the yin and the yang, yin yang, all right? They both come together to make the circle, all right? This feminine energy, masculine energy, it's been studied for thousands and thousands of years, all right? I'm not the first one to come up with it. I just kind of put my own little spin on it because, ladies, when you lead a real estate investing career, situation, deal, when you lead it with your feminine, I believe you're more likely to close on it, and you're probably more likely to make more money on it because you're going to continue that relationship that you established. And you're going to make money on this deal and that deal, and you'll just keep going and building and growing. And your circle, your sphere of influence, all of those like really important, really masculine things, they suffer and die when you don't bring your feminine with you. All right, ladies, in sales, which real estate investing is in sales. When you're in sales, especially as a lady, I know when I'm coming up on a ball busting bitch. And you can usually spot those women, and you can feel that they are totally in their masculine. They are going to own this meeting, and they're going to make it to the top of the career ladder come hell or high water. And a lot of those women that are in that role, they've gotten so used to being in their masculine that they forget, to let their hair down and to actually enjoy being in the feminine. They often have a hard time switching on and off from that work masculine ball busting role into a more relaxed role. But you don't have to be that kind of woman. You can be you, like the real you, like the you that your husband really knows and loves, the you that your mom really knows and loves. And think about it like this, like, do you want to negotiate with this hardcore, corporate-minded, suited-up woman, and y'all know which one I'm talking about, you can think of that woman right off the top of your head, or do you want to negotiate with somebody like your mom, somebody like your best friend, somebody like, the lady that leads the Girl Scouts? You're probably, if you're like me, I would much rather negotiate and work with somebody like me. Somebody that I can tell likes to have fun. Somebody that I can tell has a real life going on. Somebody that I can tell has some shit going on too. And somebody that I can see as a real person. Ladies, you make the best real estate investors when you're yourself. When you're not pretending to be a dude in this situation. When you're not pretending to be like somebody else. Ladies, I want you to be you because you are freaking beautiful. And you are brilliant. And a lot of times when you're talking to sellers, they want to negotiate with somebody that's a real person too. They want to know that this is a relationship. And there's lots of ways that you can talk to somebody and just be a girlfriend with the seller, just be a friend with the seller, just, be generally hanging out. And then sprinkle in a little bit of the masculine because it is real estate investing. All right? And let me say this too. If you're in a situation where you feel like there is nothing going on, you're doing all the right things, you're saying all the right things, you're making all the appointments, you're doing everything possible, you're just grinding, and nothing is coming through, I want you to check yourself because I bet you're not having any fun. I bet you're not exactly enjoying the situation. I bet you have stifled your feminine and you're not doing any of the other things that complete your circle. All right? You are a whole person. You are a mind, body, and soul kind of woman. You are not just the deal. You are not just the property. You're not just the return on investment. You're the whole shebang. And when you let the sellers know that you're a real person, y'all, people like people. They do. People like working with people. All right, think about, we got this whole shop local thing going on. Support your neighbors. You're going to win so many deals by being you, by being flawed, by having a weird sense of humor, by, saying, I'm having a bad day today. Can we talk tomorrow? People will respect that. And when you acknowledge that today's an awesome day, I need to do this, this, and this, and this, with a smile on my face, with a fresh bouquet of flowers in my kitchen because it makes me feel pretty, that's you doing you in the best way that you can. All right? When you're sending out offers, when you're sending out contracts, that's very masculine. That is definitely the masculine thing to do. But think about it like Elle Woods. How did she send in her resume? On a pink piece of paper sprayed with perfume. Y'all don't think that if you started sending yellow letters sprayed with some, Clinique Happy, people won't notice it? And that's going to be what makes your yellow letters stand out. When you add that little bit of a touch of, I'm a real person, I'm a woman, I'm somebody that you can talk to, I'm somebody that you can confide in, I'm somebody that you can chill with even when this deal is over, or you know what, I helped you make a lot of money, you helped me make a lot of money, let's partner up and do another deal together, because it's the relationship. And the feminine side of you is what feeds all those relationships. It's what keeps those sellers coming back. It's what keeps those buyers coming back. It's what builds and builds and builds and builds on your network. And you might think, and I've been through this too, where, oh, well, I've got to do this, 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 and this, and this, and then my network will explode. Well, no, because I didn't ever really let anybody know who I was. I didn't ever build any real relationships so that people would want to honestly say, hey, call Whit, she's got some money she'll loan out, or call Whitney, she buys houses, or call Whitney, she's doing vacation rentals now, you can stay at her place while your house is flooded, whatever. It's just, it's a little scratchy when you're leading with your masculine. And I even think dudes, when they lead with their feminine, I think they get further too. I mean, I don't know anybody that would rather... Okay, here's two situations. Would you rather somebody came through the front door and said, great, I'll give you this, 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 and this? Or would you rather somebody came through the front door and said, hey, how's your day? Gosh, this place looks like it's been in better shape, but that's okay. I think I can help you. Tell me what's going on. Tell me about you. Tell me, only really grumpy people or people who don't actually really want to be there or be in the situation are going to want to just get down to the hammer and to it, because most of the time when you're talking to sellers, they're a little nervous, you're a little nervous, and if you acknowledge that and you establish that we're going to talk, we're going to have a little bit of a relationship, not like a relationship, but like we're going to be together for the next 20 or 30 minutes, we might as well be nice to each other. People are going to respect that, and people are going to remember that. And that's not the masculine coming out. That's the feminine that wants everybody to be happy, that wants to make everybody feel like they're getting a good deal, that wants everybody to go on and have a nice, happy life. The masculine is when you start saying, all right, well, here's my first offer, here's my second offer, here's my third offer, I can close in this time, that time, whatever. But I promise, if you will lead with your feminine and figure out what your feminine side looks like and sounds like and acts like, and then sprinkle in the masculine, all right? Because you do have to have the masculine. You have to send the letters. You have to put the signs up. You have to have the contracts. You have to make the offers, okay? The masculine is super duper important, but too much masculine will ruin the deal, all right? Think of the masculine as like the pepper, all right? If you're making gravy, you got to have some pepper in the sauce, or it just, it just doesn't go right. Or like maybe the masculine is the salt that you add in. If you put too much salt in the mashed potatoes, they just don't taste good. But no pepper and no salt, that doesn't taste good either. All right, so you got to have the masculine in there, but too much is too much. Lead with your feminine. People are more attracted and happy when you're leading with your feminine. I'll tell you, today I have to actually dress the part when I'm going to be when I decide I'm going to be in my feminine. I have to dress the part. I have to dress like a lady. I have to dress more feminine. And maybe that means the colors that you wear, or maybe that means different style material that you wear, or whatever. I didn't even wash my hair today, but I'm still very much in my feminine today because I'm having fun, and I am meeting with the mastermind girls, and I'm doing things. I'm catching up on some things. Okay, I'm back at my house now, and I'll show y'all. I love to watch the birds. Well, I moved into my brother's house, and surprise, surprise, my very alpha masculine brother didn't have any bird feeders. I mean, what kind of dude, even after his wife moved in, he didn't add any bird feeders. Now, she had a garden out here. See, there's raised beds out here, but they're not living here, so nobody's tending to the garden, and I'm not gardening anymore, but I am feeding the birds. So today, I hung out my little double hooker, shepherd's hook, and I fed my birds. All right, that's a very feminine thing to do, is to take time out of your day and make sure that the birds are going to have food. I mean, that 10 to 15 minutes that I knew I was going to do today is going to give me 0 results in my business. 0 results in my business. But y'all, I get up every morning at 7 a.m. I sit in a chair in there and I watch the birds out here, and I noticed, gosh, I don't have many birds to watch. I should probably feed them. Y'all, that's very much feminine energy, to want to feed the birds, to want to feed the people, to want to, make sure everybody's full and fat and sassy and happy. So today, it just took 10 minutes. Where'd they go? Behind me. Last week, I went and bought the double hooker and the feeders and the food. And this week, I put it out, and tomorrow morning, I bet I'll have birds to watch. And I love the birds. I love to watch the birds. It gives my business nothing. But it makes me happy. It makes me feel like I've enjoyed my day. What can you do? Little bitty things throughout the day. Another thing that I do is last night I was at the grocery store and I bought myself a bouquet of flowers. And when I first started buying myself a bouquet of flowers, I would tell, the cashier, they'd say, "Oh, you're getting flowers? Are you taking them to the hospital or something?" I was like, "No, I just get myself flowers." And they were like, "Oh, gosh, that's so sad. Nobody gets you flowers?" And I was like, wait a second, hold on. Whoa. I get myself flowers because I like having fresh flowers in the house. It makes me feel pretty. It's another $10 on my grocery bill. And it makes me feel pretty for like 8 days until they die, and then I have to replace them. But it leads to nothing. Those flowers. Feeding the birds. It leads to literally nothing. But it feeds my feminine. And it makes me happy. And when I'm happy and when I'm having fun and doing all the things, I am a better negotiator. I am more fun as a coach. I do all of those other things when my feminine is coming out more than my masculine. When my masculine's coming out, when I'm with my husband and we're talking numbers and blah, 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 and it's like all of that stuff, and I have to silence my feminine, it's no good for me. It's no good for him. It's no good for my sellers. It's no good. All right? So think about that. A lot of times, especially as investors, we get so wrapped up in the gotta do this, 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 this. We're hammering through our to-do list. Don't forget to add you to your to-do list. Okay? Don't forget to add things that just make you feel like a beautiful woman. All right? Make you feel like a human. All right? The little things that are going to make you happy in your heart so that you can be a better mom, a better wife, a better negotiator. You can be a better buyer. You can be a better everything when you're leading with your feminine side. The masculine side is super duper important, and it has its role and its place. But I fully believe that women make the best real estate investors because they subconsciously and naturally lead with their feminine. They lead with, I want to make everybody happy. I want to make everybody money. I want to make everything feel good and right and prosperous. Don't shut that side of yourself down. All right? And don't let anybody mentally beat your feminine out of you. All right? She's what gets the deals done. In your own way, maybe laughing, maybe crying with the sellers, maybe just being a friend, just being a girlfriend. I tell the dudes to bro out with the sellers all the time. You can girl out with your sellers all the time too. A lot of our sellers, ladies, are coming to us because they already feel like we're on the same level. We already speak the same language. They can already trust us. They can already confide in us. They can already bro out with us. They can girl out with us. They can be our girlfriend. And we can solve their real estate problem. That's such an honor. I don't want you to forget about that. Yes, make the offers. Yes, fill out the contracts. But do it in the most feminine way you can. Girl power, absolutely. Sheila says, take your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all think about it. If your business is coming to an absolute standstill, I want you to look and say, am I having fun? Am I leading with my feminine energy? Am I, encouraging a relationship to be built here? Am I, not fulfilling myself, and therefore I can't give from an empty cup? All right, check in with yourself. It takes the full circle. That yin and yang are both super duper important. Otherwise, you get a lumpy wheel. All right, y'all? Let's go get these deals done. Mwah! Bye.